Hi, it's Mira, and I'm back with some tips to create uh, long term relationships with your customers and cultivate those relationships to where you have super fans. So, selling at an initial party is so great. Let me tell you the story of my worst party ever. My worst party ever, I was just celebrating my 1 year Mary Kay anniversary and I was on target for my car. I was in month number 3 and I had a party with someone that I had met at an event. And she told me the reason why she booked the party is she wanted to buy a roll up bag and she wanted to get the hostess deal. Well, because she wanted a roll up bag, every one of her friends at the party wanted a roll up bag or at very least a miracle set. So I went to the party. There were 5 women there. I sold over $2,000 and I delivered the product and I never followed up with any of them. And a couple of them had questions or things that were defective or issues. And because I was busy doing victory laps and spending my money and talking about how great I was, I didn't follow up. So I missed out on recruiting anyone from that party, which with that kind of cash being laid out, especially this was 2003. So $2,000 was a lot more money than it is now. And I missed follow up issues. So when I called her, when I was trying to wrap up my car production and I was getting ready to relocate, she's like, oh, well, you didn't respond or you didn't come back to us. So I just went on to somebody else. So I'm going to just have my neighbor's sister is in Mary Kay. So we're going to do our reorder business with her. So yeah, I made $2,000. I got not a single relationship out of it. Had no reorders from it, and I had no future bookings from it. So that's definitely my worst party ever. So I learned a lot. I've learned a lot about keeping relationships and about what you need to do in order to create bonds between people. Now, you can't work with everyone. You just can't. I've tried. I have definitely tried. Um, you can't make everyone happy and you don't click with everyone because just because somebody spends a lot of money with you, it doesn't mean that they are a match. And a story I want to tell to illustrate that is about Easter eggs. Now, just imagine you have gone out and you put Easter eggs full of delightful things in your yard. You've given your children baskets, you've got your camera, and you're ready to watch them, be delighted and amazed. And they pick up a couple Easter eggs, and then they go and they fill their baskets with rocks and dirt and birds' eggs and sticks and grass. And they come back to you and they're like, Mom, I have a full basket. Well, they got one thing right. You fill the basket. However, what are you looking for? Are you looking for Easter eggs or are you looking for rocks that look like Easter eggs? Are you looking for Easter eggs or are you looking for dirt? Are you looking for Easter eggs or are you looking for branches? So it's really important to develop that ideal customer avatar so that you will have Easter eggs, a full basket of Easter eggs, because that's what you're looking for. And that's what you need. Those Easter eggs represent matches to you personally, not just to your product, not just to your company, but to your unique genius, what you specifically offer to your customers. Now, the fortune truly is in the follow-up. As I talked about in the last video on closing, it's a 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months formula that Mary Kay believed in, and I completely agree with that. So 2 days from the day that her products are delivered, they're mailed to her, personally delivered, customer delivery service, whatever. You send her a quick message to make sure she got her box and that nothing was damaged. So that gets her to open it. 2 weeks, make sure that it's in her bathroom and that she's using it. And 2 months to find out how it's going, if she needs to change anything, or what else she's in the market for. Now, the great thing is that the My Customers Plus app is set up to do all of these things. Now, if you are not using all of the apps, you are missing out on great management tools. And we're going to be covering, our next topic is going to be business systems and time management. And I'm going to teach you everything about how your website works, how to do My Customers Plus, how to do your weekly accomplishment sheets, the whole banana. But when you set up a customer, when you set up a sales ticket in My Customers Plus, and let's see if I can get this to work with the screen. So right here, I built an order. Let me move my notes over here. I built an order for my client, Elsa. And she sent me a message and she's like, girl, I need my regular stuff and I got to think about some eyeshadow. So I have her order right here. I was able to just go into her customer history and click on an order from before and hit reorder. And it's populated everything, including it gives me the correct total, which I don't do math. So this is a very important feature for me. So the other things that I can do is at the bottom under notes and reminders is I can click order follow-up. And the order follow-up means that it's got a 2 plus 2 plus 2 formula, or you can do a custom formula depending on what they're going to get. And that's something that you can set up for yourself, depending on how you like to follow up with your customers. The great thing is that once I mark Elsa's order as delivered, on my InTouch, when I sign in under customer action items, within 2 days of when her order is supposed to be delivered or mailed to her, I will get a notification to follow up with her delivery. In 2 weeks, I will get another follow up with her order. And in 2 months, not 3 months, 2 months, I will get another reminder that says that I should follow up with her to see how she's doing, if she needs anything. Now, what's great is, depending on the product, there are about 100 or so of the best products, our best sellers in Mary Kay, that the company will automatically send her a reorder reminder when she should be running low on the product based on their algorithm. So this is really important because it helps. It goes out automatically, an email as if it's from you. It's just like, hey, Elsa, you might be running low on your eye cream. Now, I have that set up for myself, and it is amazing. I'll get a reminder and be like, I don't think I am out of my eye makeup remover. And then I'll look at it, I'll be like, I only have this much left. The company knows, and I have 10 on my shelf, so I don't have to wait. This is genius. So that's a way that you can be following up with your customers without having to do anything. The other thing is you want to set them up to get the quarterly mailings. And let me just say, these lookbooks, they're 70 cents a name. They have a product sample in them. You don't have to touch them. You just have to enter the addresses. And once you have done this one time, every quarter, when it's time to do the mailing, the company will send you an email. It's like, oh, hey, it's time to sign up for the mailing. Do you just want to sign up everybody you did last time? Then you can click on the link and you can add people to your list. You can take off people who maybe have become consultants or who you've lost touch with, whatever. But definitely sending mailings to people is one of the things that has bonded me to them year after year. In fact, my best customers are conditioned that on the day they receive that catalog, they need to open it up, they need to try the sample, and that they need to look in their drawers and start making their list for what they need. And sometimes when I call them to do catalog follow-up, even if I'm just calling to see how they are because I saw on Facebook that something good or bad happened to them, they'll be like, oh, hey, I got the catalog. Sorry, I haven't had a chance to try the sample yet. I'm going to get to that tonight. They are ready to engage with me, and I am top of mind awareness to them. Now, one of the other things that I think is so important is I get a lot of invitations to a lot of things, and I don't get a lot of follow-up with the invitations. I get a lot of Facebook notifications, I get a lot of evites, sometimes even get mailers in the mail, but there's nobody saying, oh, hey, did you get the mail piece? Or, hi, did you get this? Can you come? Click the link here, attach the link for the event to make sure that I was even aware of it. Because a lot of times there's things that are happening or have happened that I would have loved to be part of. I probably even had time. I just didn't know it was happening in a timely manner so I could make it room for it in my schedule. So I'm going to share my screen really quick and show you one of the things that I am working on. In fact, if you're a little intimidated about creating your own invitations, don't be. Canva, people. Canva is the thing. So I am doing I'm doing a Black Friday special, but I also am doing a holiday gift party on Small Business Saturday. So I've created this delightful postcard that is going to go out to my best clients that live nearby me, because this is a come in person thing. In fact, this is going to be one of my very first come in person events. That's open to all customers. I've done some parties with smaller groups of people who all know each other or are comfortable with each other, or their kids all go to school with each other, but I have not done anything like this. So I'm going to send this out. I need to decide who I'm sending it to. I'm going to send it out, and I am going to follow up with the people who got an invitation specifically for this. I'm going to also create a beauty evite event on my on Mary Kay In Touch and add their emails to it, so they also get an email reminder about it. The next thing that I think is so important for engaging those customers and keeping them in long-term relationships with you is acknowledging things like birthdays, anniversaries, new babies, a promotion at work. And it doesn't have to be much. It just has to be like you message her or you call her and you just say, "Oh my gosh, happy birthday." Sing to her, even if you have a terrible voice. I have in the past done monthly or quarterly birthday parties for local customers, but because I have so many customers that live in different places from me, I developed a birthday party video, which is basically me singing to them, wearing a funny birthday hat, and telling them what they can expect on their next order, what their specials are. And I send it in an e-card to them that is dated to go out the day of their birthday. But if they're on Facebook with me, because there's a lot of people who I'm on Facebook with that I have their birthdays are there, but maybe it's not on their profile, I send a link to the video to them in a private message. And I'll say on their profile, I'll be like, "Happy birthday, look in your messages for a special offer from me." And I have gotten such good responses from that. Also, one of the things I've fallen out of the habit of doing this, but something I think I definitely want to start doing again, and I would recommend you doing as you're building your business, is to send a thank you note. And for a number of years, at the end of the month, my assistant would go through and send postcards. It was a thank you for your order, buy one, get one, half price for next month postcard. And it was something that we could just print up. We made on the computer, we printed them up, and we just basically filled in it expires on blah date to it. And maybe we wrote her name on the postcard, at the top where it says, so in the middle it says thank you, and we just wrote Misty right here, and it's like, and it expires on, so it's August 31st, expires on September or October 15th. So we give her 6 weeks to shop, to come back. The customers loved that. They loved getting those, and it was just amazing how many upsales we did because they were able to get one. They bought one and they got one at half price, or how many more gifts we sold because of that. So, and of course, I believe that making your returns and exchanges smooth and simple is so important. What is great is that for products that we've sold to customers, we don't need anything besides the codes on the bottom of the bottles to process their return. So we can do those returns by mail. If you want to get the products back from customers, you certainly can. They just need to hang on to it for you for 30 days. And then they can discard it or get it back, or you can do with as you want with it. That has certainly made my customers trust me even more, because it's one thing to hear that the company offers a 100% money back guarantee. It's a whole nother thing to actually have to take it up on that. So I will say that after 20 months of doing mostly virtual appointments, face-to-face selling, in-person appointments are never going to go out of style because there's just something you can't quite get through a computer. Even when you're getting good energy with someone you love and you trust, it's not the same thing as like being like right here with them. And women love to get together. They love to buy, but they hate to be sold. They love to give their opinion and they love to help. And as humans, we crave relationships. Not all your interactions will be face to face, but one or two face to face interactions with a client, even if it is over video chat, will cement your relationship with them and keep it going for years and years and years. So, in closing, it's important to follow the best practices of retailers. And let me tell you really quick about some of the seasonal selling ideas that I have, and then some anytime promotions that you can do for your customers to make it fun and exciting. And whether you're doing this virtual via a VIP group, your social media, whether you're doing it through regular old email or sending postcards, it doesn't really matter. It all works the same. So, calendar of selling events. First, we have January. It's New Year, New You. And let me tell you, that really begins December 15th. As soon as she's got all her gifts bought for herself, we're still in spending mode. So people want to buy things for themselves. They have New Year's resolutions. So having a New Year, New You promotion, whether it's a percentage off or a special on skincare sets, or a special deal when you are a hostess, it doesn't really matter, but that's a great one for you to do. February is Valentine's Day, or treat yourself tax return, because guess what? Everybody acts like your tax return money is free money. I know, I do it. Even though it's money that I paid into the government that they owe me, that I got 0% interest on, people love to treat themselves in February. In March and April, you can do Easter, you can do spring looks and trends. May is Mother's Day and gifts for grads, and June is Father's Day. Summer looks and trends. In July, I like to do a Christmas in July sale because people like to get a deal halfway through the year. And that's a great way for you to clearance out any limited edition items you did not sell or wrapped gift items and be ready to go for August for back to school. So I like to do 20% off back to school supplies, or have a special based on what I think people are going to want. Because even if you don't go back to school, we still all want new clothes and a new look and new things, because we're kind of conditioned that way after 12 years of being in school. September, fall looks and trends. October, scary or spooky specials. Or if you're not into that, you can do pumpkin spice. November, you can do Black Friday, or you can do Thankful for Your Business. And December is winter looks and trends and 12 days of Christmas. So, lots to think about. Now, here's the anytime promotions that I do. Like I talked about, birthday specials, monthly or quarterly birthday parties. I love to do a Friday the 13th special and be able to talk about Mary Kay's heritage and how we opened our doors on Friday, September 13th, 1963, and really continue to build the heritage of this company into the minds of my new and younger customers. And at the end of your selling quarter, you can offer a star certificate promotion, which is basically a built-in 20 to 25% off deal. So I offer star certificates usually in December and in June. You can do them every quarter if you want. I just have moved to only doing them twice a year. And for $99 plus tax where applicable, you get $150 worth of product, or for $199, you get $300 worth of product. You can spend them now or later. They carry their promotional value for 1 year. They carry their cash value forever, as long as you're my customer. And one thing I will say, don't over discount. I would encourage you to make your specials just a little bit scarce, because you don't need to be constantly discounting the product. The product is a great price. And especially if you offer things like birthday discounts and you're constantly reminding your customers about hostess opportunities, and maybe having them I love all the virtual and on-demand party options, because it really makes it possible to reach people who are introverted, who don't have a lot of time, who live in a different city than most of their friends or family to share you and your products with other people and be able to give them a discount based on being incentivized to do something that will give you more business. So that's all for now. Can't wait to hear what your questions are, and feel free to contact me at mira4mk@hotmail.com with any of those questions.